some new shit that hit back with some new shit that hit back with some new shit that.
Yo, what's up, man? We back at like a crack at. This is your boy Ill. Alright, we back at it with some new.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio and your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Keep the tools in the box. The haters wanna stop it. Mom's long like cocaine. I'm a fly human being. Money is the reason. No reason about those games. Keep the tools in the box. The haters wanna stop it. Mom's long like cocaine. Pure white, Peruvian. Take flight, ride the wind. Long nights, getting it in. Is this the life of a hooligan? Ninjas on the street, they're trying to avoid the chalk. Talk it out, maybe after let the haters spark. Gunshots, bury victims in the dirt quick. Circle of death, calling it the worst shift. Mind blown, mind gone. Just took a life he don't care about his own. But this is what the youth taught, turned up. Mommy offered those pills, plus she coked up. Out to celebrate, told it's the last days. Racing, chase away the pain of his lane. Ain't no shame, she peeling off her lace and things.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
SSI, salute.
Salute SSI in the building.
These are my choices. I hear these voices. Still stuck in these noises. I'm addicted to poison. These are my choices. I can hear these voices. Still stuck in these noises. I'm addicted to poison. Fell into the devil's den, we can't save you. R.I.P. my fallen brothers, my angels. Got them tatted on my head and my facials. Christine residue clogging my nasal. If I can't live with my medicine, it gets fatal. Without a bottle and some weed, I'm unstable. Before they know you, they gon' judge and give labels. You gotta build, heal, fulfill at this table. Now it's worse than I thought it'd ever be. How could you leave and just get ahead of me? See, I can take the threats, but you can never leave. Show me true love, some shit I never seen. Love me, this is what you do, but you not, it's the trauma. Built up in my body, won't stop, I gotta face you. Running down this road, but it's blocked, are you the enemy? Blinded by my pain, but your plot, I say, these are my choices.
Salute.
I hear these voices, still stuck in these noises. I'm addicted to poison. These are my choices.
What up, y'all?
I can hear these voices. Still stuck in these noises. I'm addicted to poison. You know I love you, but I'm just afraid to trust you. It's probably because
Shout out to Lil Larry, man. Make sure y'all go check out his catalog, man. Got a lot of bangers.
Talk your shit, Lil Larry.
Sleeping with these demons, they still attack. Look me in my eyes, not my shadow. Battle.
It is that Sunday bread. We're gonna put this banner up, even though the original banner for the show is up already, y'all. Still no friends in this business, though.
These are my choices. I hear these voices. Still stuck in these noises.
Sunday bread podcast. What up, y'all? Come on.
These are my choices. I can hear these voices. Still stuck in these noises. I'm addicted to poison. Now we don't fuck with you other niggas.
Nah.
No. We don't fuck with you other niggas. No, we don't, no. We don't fuck with you other niggas.
We don't fuck with you other niggas. Nah, nigga. No, 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 no. Y'all know what it is.
We don't fuck with you other niggas. No, we don't, no.
Shout out to Dab and Don, man.
We don't fuck with you other niggas. No, we don't, no.
Benny Mills.
No, we don't fuck with you other niggas. Facts. No, we don't, no. We don't fuck with you other niggas. When I ride by the hood and see if it's on me, I'm gon' pull the trigger. I don't fuck with you niggas, you not my family, I didn't grow with you. Cause most of them niggas, they say they real, but they be out to get you. And most of them be snitching. And all I know is the lawyer, the money family. And all I'm trying to do is the money tree. And all I know is the money, it grew a part of me. And all my life I've been accustomed to running in these streets, Lord. No. I don't fuck with you niggas. I don't fuck with you niggas. I don't fuck with you niggas. No. We don't fuck with you niggas. We don't fuck with you niggas. We don't fuck with you niggas. No.
We don't fuck with you other niggas. Sunday bread, y'all.
No.
Shout out to Tammy Slam.
Salute. Salute from Shake.
Yeah.
No, we don't no. No, we don't fuck with you other niggas. No, we don't no. Pull up, that cop, just go. We mob, you walk, no problems, we talk.
We talk some choppers.
Hot lava, Mac gang, we scrape. 7.
Puzzle 88, lawyer cuz.
80, 2088 in the building. Salute, sis.
Straight through your head. We lit nightmares, don't fuck with you rats, just niggas to change your business be fake. Stay in your lane, my team gon' change your head.
Got some things to talk about, a few things to talk about, y'all.
We come direct to where you at, and catch some wreck. That show respect, yeah, from fly to fashion. This music my passion, yeah. We don't fuck with you other niggas.
Nah.
No, we don't no. We don't fuck with you other niggas.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate it, cuz.
We don't fuck with you other niggas. Come through, slide through. We're going to talk about that Big Meech. The Big Meech set up Cuffy. Tammy Cowin. CS1. And then we got Fidel, Suarez, the plug. Dijon Paul crashes out. Ain't no honor out in these streets, man. Let's bring up that milk, man. And we got Milk clowning. We got your boy Milk clowning. What up, y'all? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Salute, everybody. Hit the like button for your boy, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. I'm about to drop a link. Make sure y'all hit that link and subscribe to my nigga Fam West TV. You do it?
Yeah. Yo, this that Sunday bread, man, podcast, man. Got your boy Big Meech. Big Nutter. I said Big Meech. Well, we gonna talk about Big Meech. Got Big Nutter and we got Brother Push, man. So make sure y'all tap in. Don't hate. Let's get to it, man. So we gonna going through this, man. You know, Milk is known for clowning. So he clowning Wax little homie, dude from his turf or whatever. He's got caught on, I guess, on a police cam. And nigga telling, he talking, he running his mouth, man.
We can walk in and see what's the script. Come on.
Let's get to it. Make sure y'all go
When did
Milk 74. Go check out Milk 74 channel. Go like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Run them numbers up. Let's get to it.
When did that come into the picture?
That kind of happened like through my man's you heard of Pool Rider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pool Rider kind of was like my
Oh, don't tell me you a Pooh Rider special. You a Pooh Rider special? Come on.
Fans like my that was my boy. He was the one that was supposed to A&R and do the management shit behind me and all that. I'm gonna just tell you the full on story.
Okay.
What transpired when Pooh Rider got out of jail? He started floating around with me. One time he was on the phone with somebody, and that person was like, "Oh, he ain't get his official put on." He kind of felt some type of way, but didn't say nothing.
Oh, so you
okay? Rest in peace, Pooh Rider.
How'd you dodge the put on?
I didn't. I'm about to tell you what happened. I'm about to tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people from there that move around know the story.
So you better tell the truth.
I never thought
shout out Gatorade water.
Wow, anybody can make water. That's sick.
So then second time we was at Chipotle, and then we ran into somebody that was also from there that said something about it. So on the way back, started getting very angry, like punching the dash, like I can't nobody. You have no say on who I'll move around.
He
This
ain't trying
and
to
that,
ride
you know what I'm
around with
saying?
no
And then we
false
went back to
flatter.
my studio out of nowhere. He just called me into the backyard and said, "Put your dukes up." Took off on me.
So he was mad at people asking him about it, but
he
then
was mad.
like, "Yeah, that's how we're
and
gonna
then
fix
after
this
that, he was like, "Can't nobody ever say nothing from the hood."
Right.
You know what I'm
Nigga
saying?
said he took
It
off.
don't work like that. It could work like that to a certain degree. You know, if a person got statured and high ranking in their community, if they say you from the set, you can't be from the set. But it don't work like that, bro. Pooh Rider fired on you. You didn't fire back. You got set on your back pockets. Now, you just from Pacoima Pot Road. It don't work like that. Not with the youngsters, fool.
I got a lot of love for that man because that man believed in me more than a lot of people did, you know, and it sucks he's not here no more. But yeah.
So how long was this put on? Was it an intense one or was it to just get it over with?
I ain't gonna lie, that man got a punch hard as bro. I ain't gonna lie, I just want to put my dukes up, bro, just took off. You know what I'm saying? Like mine, it was over with. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't squabble back?
I was 22, 23.
How did you not do it in the first?
And he was 22. Grown ass man.
23? That is
was 22. Want a gangbang. Get the fuck out of here, man. Whack, get your boy, man.
That's funny, though. That's weird.
Crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Some whack
that is
shit.
all of the above. That is wow. What would make you want to get put on at the age of 23? And it's not like you even made that decision yourself. You was forced into getting put on at 23. And then you still didn't even get a righteous put on at the age of 23. You got fired on and set in your pocket by a G homie.
A righteous put on.
Put on. I don't even really think you put on.
You put down, goddamn.
Come on. So how'd you kind of manage?
I mean, like you got, like I'm gonna tell you one thing too, and I know you could for sure like contest to this. Like with the rapping shit, even if you're not from somewhere but you grew up over there, the minute you start gaining some type of attention, or that they start like they start forming behind you. You know what I'm saying? And some of them dudes become your real friends.
What? Yeah.
Like like, and I know you've seen that as far as
for sure.
So yeah, you know, but
like if I grow up in
finally clown ass nigga.
If I'm not outside hanging around these dudes every day, if I'm not fake trying to participate,
I'm saying you're supposed to be a mean white boy if you're from the hood.
Talk about
this dude is too cherry. You're supposed to be a mean white boy, man. That's scary other white boy. This dude right here is like a Hallmark picture.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Oh
my gosh.
Definitely, because I mean, some people don't get put on, and then it ends up getting used against them as a way to discredit.
Yeah, I know
them.
a lot of real dudes that's really them dudes that didn't even have to do that. It would be a disgrace to say who put you on. Dudes really just loved me and wanted me to pursue my music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a couple of them pull me to the side, like yo, like you know, like when they heard my album, they seen like, damn, we got Bruno Mars on his album, we got Chris Brown on his album. Like, hey, bro, focus.
This how I know he's square and he should have stayed on the sidewalk. Because none of them dudes loved you. Them dudes that was the Pooh Riders and stuff, they didn't love you. They seen an opportunity with you. You know, they seen
how you doing,
a ticket, a way out. You know, they of course they
don't love him too if I can get out.
They don't love you. They don't mess with you because if they loved you that much and they really messed with you,
man,
you wouldn't even have to get that blue box and got set down in the back of that studio. None of that wouldn't have to happen because they would have said, no, I love this little dude. He gonna blow. He a good rapper. He got potential. He ain't got to get put on. So what if he claimed the set? So what? Your little brother claimed the set and ain't got put on. Your baby mama claimed the set and ain't got put on. They could have said it like that, bro. They really didn't. Nah, they just seen you as a way out, a ticket, a money bag, a money grab. That's all it was, bro.
He was gonna use that nigga.
Doing you know what I'm saying? You're doing whatever you're doing. It must be right. Just focus on doing you. Like, don't even let this shit distract you. And that's where, like, you know, like the weird allegations and shit popping up. Like, I don't wait, because it's like at the end of the day, bro. Like, let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually when you come here, aren't you supposed to be reading some type of work? Aren't you? So I sent you stuff. I don't know if you took a look at it.
You sent me some text
This sound like
messages.
the G-Face interview.
There was some kind of arrest.
Stuff. Did you get it?
This nigga
in which it was
built,
alleged that you were talking too much to the cops.
Yeah.
What was that situation? Like, what's actually going on in that body cam footage?
And that body cam footage, basically, and as far as talking too much, you know, let's just say I learned my lesson, you know? So, like, as far as talking too much, I get that. But the thing is the kid that put out that dash cam footage that said what he said, really, at the end of the day, that shit is a lie, because he ended up walking free from that case, and I'm actually the one that actually went down for that, number one.
That don't matter.
Number two, he had a guard card. So before the cops, like, swing up on us, he was like, I got a guard card. Don't trip, I'll go down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's good. And
So, like, I'm a security guard.
I doubt somebody with a guard card is gonna say that. I doubt if they really got a real guard card, they're gonna say, hey man, don't trip. You know, if you got a blick on you, you know, I'll take that for you. I'll go down. I'll tell them it's mine. What?
Fact, yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna take your hot gun.
Man, hell no, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. That's your shit, nigga. Keep that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell no.
What person with an actual guard card that had to pass the fingerprint background process, they had to do all that, they got a real guard card. They really gonna tell you that? Don't
Man, they can have a guard card all day. Dude, they got a gun handles permit. What the fuck you mean? You can't have a guard card. That don't mean you can hold a gun, nigga. What the fuck is wrong, nigga?
So, you know, my firearm is on my waist, you know, and that's what I got my guard card for, whatever the case is. But I'll take yours too, even though I don't know if the serial number is scratched off. I don't know if it's stolen.
Come on, man.
But I'll take it. You know, I put it on my guard card. You want me to believe somebody told you that?
Where I was from, which you got to understand, my generation, we not like, what are you talking about? You go on the internet and tell people where you're from 100 times a day.
Gang-wise.
Yeah.
Bro, going on the internet
was because I told the cops where I was.
The police, the other individual.
So he got a DP because he told the cops where he was from.
I guess so.
I ain't never heard that one.
The hood got mad at me was because I told the cops where I was from, which you got to understand, my generation, we not like, what are you talking about? You go on the internet and tell people where you're from 100 times a day.
Gang-wise.
Yeah.
Bro, going on the internet and saying where you from is a whole another case. It's a whole different scenario and situation from me getting pulled over by the police and I'm having a conversation with them in the back of the squad car and they saying, yeah, you know, bro, you see this? And like, yeah, you know, well, I'm from 74 Hoover and you know, I know to the Florence. Like, come on, bro, that's a difference. It's a big difference when you going on like Say Cheese TV and saying, yeah, you know, I'm from Hoover, whatever. That's two different things. Me going on the interview, hey man, that's just entertainment, man. That's all lies or whatever. I could say anything. Why am I, a gangster, sitting in the back of a squad car having a conversation with the police, letting the police know, yeah, you know, they call me Paisano. I'm from Pacoima High Road, but Pacoima High Road. I'm from 2 P's in the B, bud.
Banging on the police.
No, that's horrible. No. In no way you ain't supposed to do that, Lo. That's bad. If you having a conversation telling them that, what else are you telling them? That's what I'm saying. People gotta learn how to just stop putting themselves in these positions, because even if you didn't have no malice intent, you really ain't say shit. You just told them, I'm from Pacoima High Road, or whatever happened. You got people like me that's always gonna have another thought like, geez, so if you that comfortable and you telling them you from Pacoima High Road, is you telling them other dudes from Pacoima High Road, hey, you know, I'm from Pacoima High Road, he is too, he's from Pacoima High Road, he's from Pasadena de Belanes. What you know what I'm saying? Like, is you just spilling the beans? What do you mean? In my generation, we talk about, we tell everybody where we from, but we ain't telling the police that, son.
Fucking this is
right.
Trip.
And they asked you that? Right. They were like, what gang you from?
No, they were just talking and they brought up like another, you know, like gang, you know, right. And as soon as they brought that up, I told them where I was from. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Shit.
The fuck was the purpose of that?
Man, that nigga's a jolly good.
Yeah, he a jolly gangbanger. Like he just what this is outside court?
Yeah, that's Charlie Brown, nigga, right there. You know what I'm saying? And that, you know, his little gang, Snoopy and all them niggas, Snoopy Badass, all them.
Oh my God. Yeah, Angel name Renegade, man.
That's Angel Brigade, nigga. He's a
Let's go.
So they brought up another gang to you. Why was they bringing up another gang to you? What other gang did they bring up to you? Why did they bring another gang up to you? So they brought another gang up to you. And you said, well, yeah, all you told them, you didn't say, y'all heard of that, or I know people from there. All you said was, well, I'm from Pacoima, Peru. Why would you say that, fool? Or do you think I'm a fool? You think that's all you think I believe that's all you said? Huh? But why would you say that, bro? Why is they mentioning another gang to you? Why do they feel this comfortable? And why are you responding in such rapid succession? Like, what are you doing? I'm confessing.
That's where my discipline came from, because they said that wasn't supposed to be done. You know, but my generation, we were never taught that.
What
so
do you
excuse
mean?
me, you know what I'm saying? We were never taught, but don't, you know, like I said, I still, you know, pulled up and whatever was had to be, you know, them dudes don't play around, you know what I'm saying?
He said it's different when you got
Man, I'm gonna be
DP.
honest, the sad part about this is what I do not fuck with, bro, is that body cam footage. A lot of people around, they already knew about that shit. People already knew about that. All of a sudden it hits the internet, people got their 1 and 2, they want to add on it, go ahead, that's fine. Like I said, I don't got beef for nobody.
Now the body camera footage, I've been trying to find it. I just, maybe I ain't looked hard enough. But what he said is a lot of people already knew about this body camera footage. Like, this wasn't no new thing to the people that would have knew about it, the people that he's close to, his homies, whoever. Man, that's the thing about the streets, because I believe that. That is believable. I do believe it. I don't know if it's true, if people already knew. That's believable, bro. There's been cases we didn't see where these people already knew there was paperwork on this individual, but maybe they waited till they got out of jail to put it out. Maybe.
Damn. Okay, let's get to this. This is some shit right here that came up.
Damn, homie.
This right here said Pacoima Pyro member get DP for dry telling or dry snitching to the police about denies being a snitch. So
Bulls here to deliver y'all that daily report. Adam 22 was interviewing Pesciano on No Jumper. And for those of y'all who don't know who he is, I'm not sure if he's Hispanic or from the Middle East, but he's from the same set that Whack 100's from, which is Pacoima Peru. Now, Adam 22 wanted Pesci to address the footage where he got arrested and people felt as though he was doing a little bit too much talking to the police. Now, long story short, Pesci said he learned this lesson. And he said as far as that kid that released that dash cam footage, that was all a lie, because that kid didn't get hemmed up, and it was in fact Pesciano who got arrested. Now, when the police arrived, Pesciano said the kid that he was with told him, don't trip. Hardcore on him, so he has the right to carry. And he said when the police arrived, they put him in handcuffs, and they took the other dude that he was with far away from him, and he was talking with a female officer. Now remember, Pesciano, according to him, said that the other guy said that he's going to take the rap for it because he got a guard card. So when the police approached Pesci, he told them, didn't the other guy tell you that that was his burner? Now Pesci said as soon as he said that, the other guy immediately said, no, it wasn't. And he said as soon as he realized the other guy wasn't going to take the rap for him, he admitted to the police that that was his burner. Now Pesci said the reason why his hood was tripping on him is not because of that situation, but when the police asked him where's he from, he said he's from Pacoima, Peru. And he said that's when he got DP from his set. Now Pesci said that DP was by default because his generation didn't know nothing about that. And he said, to be honest with you, he thought that was normal, seeing that all these gang members are on social media openly saying where they from. Now Pesci said he was shocked as hell to hear that dude try to go spread rumors that he's a rat, because he said after that situation, that dude's been kicking it with him, even sleeping at his house. And then years later, you get hemped up on something and then try to bribe me to pay you a certain amount of money. And if I don't, you're going to try to expose me for being a rat and put it on the internet. Now, Pesci said when he heard that, he got offended and he told that dude to put it on the internet. And as a matter of fact, if you want Whack 100's number, here it is. And you can shoot him what you need to tell him if you believe what you're saying. It's true. Now, Pesci said this is in no way, shape, or form trying to excuse his actions, because at the end of the day, he was doing a little bit too much talking to the police. But he said aside from what that footage shows, he refuses to let anybody call him a snitch or a rat. And Pesci said he's so much of a loyal homie to his set that Brick Baby's his homie, but when Brick Baby started going at it with Whack 100, he chose his side. And he said even though Brick Baby was his close homie at that time, nothing's more important to him than his set. And Pesci said even though Brick Baby was his close homie once upon a time, and the one problem that he had was every time he was around him, he kept talking ish about Whack 100. And Pesci simply told Brick Baby, instead of talking all this shit behind his back, since you work up there, won't you just go tell him how you feel? And he said after he told Brick Baby that, he felt some type of way, and their friendship's never been the same ever since. No.
It get a little deep.
brick response.
You already out. I'm like, man, I'm not giving that nigga my name. You crazy. There's no way possible that I'm giving this dude. Like this dude right here.
Bro, he got DP,
So,
like he got the ass whooping.
He gets pulled over. I guess they was leaving the
Yep,
show. Frenchie
yep,
just
he got his
performed
ass
somewhere.
beat.
So when
So then he is
leave
from the
show,
hood then.
Yeah, he from the hood.
they get pulled
So
over.
that one
him and
ass
Tuka get
whooping
pulled
was
over. 'Cause
all
I
he
don't
needed.
want to say it the wrong way. Frenchie
Let's
goes up to the
go.
car. Okay, him and Tuka get pulled over. Boom. When they get pulled over,
He needed that
police pull him
discipline.
out the car.
The
Boom. They
OGs
sitting
put
on
the
the side.
discipline down.
He's
Now
sitting on the
he's
side of the road before the police can
standing
even find no
straight,
guns. Pesci
10
gets
toes right, I
got
guess.
guns in the car that he gets all that. He sits while he's on body cam and says, "Bro, them your guns. Them ain't even my guns, bro." He flew out here with these guns, man. Woo, woo. So, old boy never told Pesci he finna take all the blowers in the case. Pesci had one inside of a safe box. The police immediately get the search. And he's like, "Bro, I already gave him consent to search, bro. Like, you just tell him, just take these and tell him that them is your guns, bro, and we good." Woo, woo. So they find the one that bro said was he. I don't know. You about to see these videos. I'm gonna put them up. But they find the one that bro says is his. And after that, they start finding him. And he's like, "Man, I think that's Koala's. Oh man, I just left. It was like, do you understand where I just left from? Everybody was strapped. They were all in my car. I feel like somebody left a blick in my car. Like, da-da-da-da." He's like, "Dude." He's like, "Call Renpaul." They're like, "Renpaul? Isn't it a rapper named Renpaul?" He's like, "Yeah, Renpaul. That's Nipsey's brother. He was with him when he died." The other guy's like, "Oh, I was working." Snoopy, what it when do, Nipsey died. homie? He's like, "Yeah, they're from
Salute,
60s. You know
salute,
that,
dog.
right?"
Appreciate
Yeah.
you coming
He's like,
through,
"Yeah,
dog.
shitty, cuz I know all about the case." All type of just miscellaneous talking for no reason. Do you not understand that you are in front of a police officer and not one of your peers? Then he goes on to tell the police, "Oh yeah, I'm from 2Ps. I'm from Pacoima Park Road, bro." Like, come the fuck on. They say he got his ass whooped though. You should have got your ass whooped over this. I don't know if he got his ass whooped or not, but this type of behavior deserves a DP. You are a bump. Then they say you just started banging and shit 2 years ago because you and Pooh Rider, after Pooh Rider died, you made a connection with this dude. And I don't know if him and Pooh was in the best position in their relationship when Pooh died, but either way it goes. Look, so they find the other one, so they like, "Yeah, we gotta lock both of y'all up," because he said the other guy. He's like, "Bro, this dude just told you that they're your guns, and you're still gonna take me to jail, bro. That's crazy." He's admitting to the gun right now, bro. Ooh, the nigga looking in his face with a death stare, like, "You bitch ass nigga," like on the dead homies. So yeah, some whole shit.
That's
Fast forward, now he's all in the DM, like, "Man, Wack, I told Wack about this shit, and Wack like send over all the paperwork, and if it ain't no paperwork, the niggas dead on Power today." First of all, who's the fuck is finna do the killing? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Wack your daddy, nigga. You weird ass nigga. On 6-0, Wack accepts all snitches. Look, he with G-Face. He with all type of snitches, nigga. You just another snitch around him that he could work, nigga. He got 600 over there with hidden paperwork and shit. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you a snitch, he can deal with you. You got something going on. You get what I'm saying? Talk about it. He's in the DM talking about, "Oh yeah, Wack. If Wack finds out, he's gonna trip." And da-da-da-da-da. So he like, Wack even said what I said. "Yeah, it was my first time getting pulled over before, like with a gun, bro. And my first time, we both went to jail for our gun. I took my gun, you took your gun, bro. Like, yeah, I might have talked to the police
Reactions,
too much, but I didn't
y'all.
tell,
We
bro.
reacting.
I
This
didn't
is
tell.
all wild.
Nigga, you told the police that them is that nigga's
What
guns.
is
And
good,
you said
Snoopy?
he be flying
From
in
Maine
the
in the
guns,
building.
nigga, thinking that he had a gun card because he told you that he only had a guard card, nigga. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, nigga. That's snitching, nigga, on the dead homies. That is completely telling, nigga, on the hood. You wasn't a gangbanger in the first place. No way Nobody cares about around that. it. Listen, that's telling, bro. Dead homies. So either way it goes, long story short, let me get this nigga off my screen, you rat bastard.
Oh
Yeah,
man, these
man.
niggas is
That's
funny.
telling.
These niggas
I'm gonna
gotta
continue
go to
with
the
the video
Angel
so you can
Lane.
racked off of it, but he kept on going. He offered 20,000 for him to take it down. He's
Probably the
like,
best
"Man,
game for him.
I don't know
That's
what you're
the
trying
best
to do with
gang.
this
I'm
clout."
trying to
He's
tell
getting
you.
clout today. You're
Ex-snitches
getting
is
clout today,
snitches.
brother. This what you want to go download Pesci shit. That shit sound like trash. Matter of fact, I am Pesciano. Go to his page right now. Go listen to that shit, nigga. Drop a gang of hockey sticks on his page and tell him, nigga, Kill Squad is on you, nigga. We own you. Because you tried to cyberbully me months ago and I didn't say anything about it. Our turn. You bum.
Then you didn't pull up for the fade. You didn't pull up for nothing. Everybody be saying, I really did pull up for I pulled up. Nobody's gonna tell you that I pulled up because when I pull up, it doesn't make their story sound that good. But niggas don't be wanting to fight. Niggas don't be wanting to do nothing but run their mouth, man. And this is another one, nothing like the other one. Until next time, don't see late. Hey, Kill Squad, drop them sticks in the chat. If you like this content that I've been dropping, man, you can say like, comment, and subscribe because I'm back and I'm in my drawers.
What?
I'm in my drawers.
What you been around Adam too long, fam?
It probably really is in
I'm
his draw.
dropping 5600 this week, man. You know what I'm saying? My new single, my latest single, 5600. Y'all could go pre-save that in all your stores, iTunes, Spotify. Go pre-save that, man. Go ahead and run it up. We gonna be dropping, man. I got hella catalog that I'm sitting on for what, man? Man. All right, let's do it. It's brick.
This woman.
Yo, that shit funny.
Damn, homie. What this nigga talk about?
We ain't pulling that up, no. We ain't pulling that up, man. We gonna get to this deep. We ain't on that. We on that Dijon Paul. Spicy. Dijon Paul spicy.
You can't really say like now.
But do you remember back in the day, like
yes, your boy crashed out.
I think they had Aerosmith, Britney
crashed out.
Spears, Nelly.
Back in the day, they used to do a bunch of people.
It needs to be. I would respect a blending multi pot of people instead of just one headline.
Who was the first person that went solo? It wasn't because I don't even think Beyonce had other people.
Did Michael Jackson?
No, technically, I guess.
With a star over it.
Next, Beyonce was 2013. Shakira, Jennifer Lopez.
Where the music
what
is.
niggas get at you?
I don't want to. Man, these was classes.
Glasses.
On is about to.
Peach Boy.
Borrow your glasses.
And I need a bed.
Oh, can I
borrow your glasses?
Can I take?
Where the music
what
is.
niggas get at you?
I don't want
to. We gon' clap.
All right, we gonna get into this. I guess Dijon Paul. They say he crashed out, have a little moment or whatever on Fig Munity, and so we gonna check this out. I guess he be giving his ratings and shit on the albums that be going. The artists on the West Coast coming up. Let's get to it, man.
I hate y'all.
Hey, did you know she was saying "Are you Ellie" or did you think she was saying "Are you ready"?
By the time I was 25, I knew she was saying.
I did.
What she was saying.
I feel like
really
it's
a Shanti's voice.
It's hella lyrics like that.
No, we do need a karaoke. It's been at least about 4 or 5 episodes.
Do Lloyd and Wayne.
She's fine too.
Because I was thinking about words that nobody knows which is which.
She's fine to the right where he started at.
Go rap the Wayne and do Lloyd.
Come on, take that down.
I'm just telling y'all, put a pin in it.
All right, I love it. All right, music news.
Oh shit, I need a bev.
Can I borrow your glasses?
And I need a bev.
Can I tell you what Dijon finna say?
What's my question?
Sure, I would love to hear what you think.
So Dijon is.
Don't say my name.
I wasn't even. You know what, Dave? I wasn't even doing no weird ass like I need a bev. I just was saying because he's about to start talking about Dom Kennedy. But thank you. I
Shout out to Days in the building.
Shout out to Days.
What am I gonna say?
Dijon is about to.
Peach Boy.
Review the music, maybe 20%, and then the other 80% he's going to complain about the marketing of Dom Kennedy.
Okay, well, I gave him the glasses, so take it away.
It's giving.
Well, I never said Dom was going to say that.
I never said Dom was going to
do a karaoke with
E40. Was.
E40?
First.
Nonetheless, just camera on me. This is going to take a minute, so,
It's gonna take
I'm sorry.
I really am.
All right.
Hey, y'all see my throwback Iverson?
So where's speakers? You hooping those?
No.
That shoe might be blocking my face.
I remember, and he was glasses.
These glasses is foggy.
Iverson's boy.
If you could imagine your
Iverson
ideal
makes
way of
sense.
working, what would it look like? Monday.com can make it.
We do not care.
No, we do. I care. I know. I'm not disrespectful. I care.
Yo, I didn't know that nigga still made shoes, bro. He made shoes. Too.
I still make shoes.
Okay.
For sure.
So you got you a pair of them Iversons? You know anybody walking around? What about the them shacks? They walking around with them shack jeans?
Shacks? No, dog. What the fuck?
You can get those on Walmart.
Walmart.
Shacks.
Get you some shacks from Walmart.
Some shacks.
Here, I just say.
All right. So with that being said, I'm referring to John Kenny's new project.
What happened? What you say?
I be saying the Migos in the city with the shacks on.
I'm lying, man.
No cap.
Yeah.
No cap. Next Migo I see with some shacks on, I'm gonna send you a picture of that shit.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
Latest album, Class of 95. I wrote, it sounds closer to Los Angeles is Not for Sale Volume 1, which came out in 2016 with 0 music videos. This will drop with 4 music videos. I love 5 out of 19 songs, which means I didn't like the album. I would need to like at least half. Initial questions: where's T-Fly, Currency, Larry June, Rick Ross, YG, G Perico, possibly RJ? Where's the Kendrick feature? Production-wise, where's Mustard and where's Cardo? The intro, Rich Kid, is terrible. One of his worst songs, cringeworthy, Floatella off-putting. I don't know why he would put that there. Should have been Sloss and Phil as the intro, in my opinion. Legendary is wavy. Would have went crazy with Blue Bucks playing on it. Cardo could have made the beat even better, but I'm glad to hear you back on this style beat. Casablanca has a remarkable beat. He's in a great pocket. I just don't like the features. They ruin the song. The features were corny. It gets repetitive by Sauce and Phil. Flat. This feels like he's bigging himself up. Very pompous. I wish that energy was there in regard to promoting himself. Now or Never is off kilter, not for me. Attention has the same flow from Dom as the past 6 songs.
Crazy that these type of cats be the ones that used to rate the albums
and this doesn't feel like an
in the
intermission
Source
break.
magazines
Or
and
it doesn't sound like a chance to roll up
XLs.
another blunt. It's not still or calm enough or even brief enough to be called an intermission. And Dom, what the fuck do you be talking about sometimes? Miracle on 43rd is a similar cadence as the previous 8 songs, but I do like it here. He did calm the flow down just a little bit in regard to urgency, slightly, like a 10% difference, and that's all it took. Nothing effectively drastic.
Hey, John
The
about
beat
to
isn't
cry,
extra
bro.
stuff. This cadence works perfectly here. Excuse me. Rolling is swaggy, but feels like one of the songs from earlier in the track list. This type of record's already checked off. I do like the backing synth flow-wise. You guys know the drill. Celine sounds exactly like the last song with a slightly different beat, slightly. I like the hook on Independent and the backing vocals from Allen. I like the boasting of independence and owning masters. Love is a beautiful song. It's one of my favorites. It's 19 songs. I'm on track for
I have a question. I have a question. I have a
all
question.
19 songs right now?
I fuck with Don, but that you ain't going over 19 songs.
I am going over.
I truly believe that.
That's right.
In my thought process, I was thinking about this. I was driving. I was like, yo, I think I could get Dom an interview. And I was like, I wouldn't take him to Suburban. I'd bring him to Fair to Say.
Okay.
But I think he wouldn't want to sit with you.
Right.
And so
I don't need him to sit with me. I don't need a picture with Dom. I need Dom.
And then I was thinking as a unit, I'm like, man, we all go so hard. Like, we wouldn't even make it so like John has to sit out or something like that. So like, I would. I don't even think we do that.
I don't think. I don't want to make it all about music. Like, gladly sit out in a heartbeat. It doesn't matter to me. I want Dom to make better music and be more conducive to the West Coast coming back. I don't care. I'm not vain. I don't care. I'm just being political and
called him vain.
artists and being in their favor. I want them to hate me. I want them to have a picture of the wall where they're throwing darts. If that means that they're going to put out better music and perform better,
do you think that this makes them rap better?
I think that this makes me do my job better. So
it gives you notoriety.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was his job.
What, to drop reviews on people's music?
I didn't know that was his affiliate. I didn't know that.
I mean, that's what the report card shit is. He reviewing people's music.
But that's his job, bro.
I guess that is. That's what you're saying. I don't know. Shit, nigga, that's his job.
Who hired him? Who hired him? Who hired him?
did. I guess that when he was on, when he wasn't reviewing no fucking music on No Jumper for view, for real.
My nigga said, yo, I could get Don up here, but I don't know if I want him to sit down with your ass.
Yeah, because you doing too much, dog. You been ready to review all 19 songs, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna go check out the album fully and see if only 5 records was hot. You know what I'm saying? But we all got our own opinions on this music.
Who was it?
Don Kennedy.
Don Kennedy, okay.
I don't want to go over 19 songs. I mean, I get perspective.
I got some AirPods for you.
No, but can we review the tape without going over every project?
I'm almost finished. I could have been done by now.
No, I'm saying, bro, but we didn't want to hear about 19 different songs. I want to summarize his project. We don't have to do the whole thing. We don't have to give him a whole hour, brother.
And that's the thing. 19 songs.
Yeah, that's too much, bro.
Yeah, like you take a whole 19 records to review to say, yeah, that album's trash. Like, what's a good number?
Say you ain't like the album.
Man,
I mean, if you go ahead,
motherfucker, it's good. A person give you 19 songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's doing 19 songs no more, bro.
You get 12 songs now.
Yeah, 19 records. And then the thing about, I think a lot too, people have an issue with him is, I never seen Don Paul. Wasn't that? I mean, Dijon Paul rap. Does he even know how to rap? Does he make a beat?
Who another Flacco / academic ass
nigga he don't even know what the process is. Like the homie said, give you 19 records. You said only 5 of them was hot. I'll check that shit out though. I don't think so though. The music that I have heard from, I liked.
That's fine, but
when he shut down, he would have hold my.
That's fine. He his feelings. It's respectful. But
I said it. I stand.
That's what rap report card is for. No, I'm saying
everybody got their own opinion though.
And everybody's overall review. I didn't know we was doing like a rap report card breakdown.
Like respectfully, though, said that was part of his review.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Y'all make it this big deal all because we was going through him talking about 19 songs. I respect what he do, but bro, you gonna sit here all be checked out for 19 songs?
We can talk about you.
Okay,
you're not wrong. It's gonna make you tripping.
I will say that Dijon has mentioned over the group chat that he definitely did want to do a review. He wanted to do a review with us. He wanted to put his public opinion out there, even though he already did it in his Twitter space and he did it on his own platform. He wanted to do it with us.
I didn't post it.
Right.
Only place on Twitter workshop.
And I would say maybe reel it in a little bit next time. But
I'm not even going to say that.
At the same time, I also respect your criticism.
I always do. I ain't taking nothing from it. I'm just talking about for right now.
This is your passion.
You asked me to stop talking. I stopped.
I didn't ask you to stop talking.
Just summarize.
Quit being sensitive.
I started with a synopsis of how I felt about the project. I gave you that. I
didn't take nothing from it.
That was a lecture.
And then I went song by song. Then I went song by song. Sure.
But you don't have to be sensitive, bro. I didn't tell you to stop talking. My nigga, I would never do that. You're going to be sensitive about it. I just asked when we're going to go.
Yeah, no, you're sensitive ass nigga.
Right here, fair to say, we would ever review the album for song for song. We've never done it. Look, come on now. Let's play. But let's play the field evenly though. Like let's play evenly.
I mean, it's a segment. It's a segment. It's a music segment. I'm not saying, like I said, again.
I used to spend dozens of hours every single week proofreading. I was constantly fixing run-on sentences.
LA music segment gets shitted on, but just like everything.
How did that get shit?
No, I'm not.
Got interrupted and disrupted, and it's fine. How do you guys feel about the down album and keep it under a certain time frame where else they can find issue, take issue?
No, I think that's just a way that
you was about to talk about 19 songs about an album you just criticized was horrible. We want to see this.
You
did say 5 out of 19. You said me like it. So you want to see? So we want to see this. You talk about 19 songs verbatim about the cadence song. It sounds similar. It sounds that. Ain't nothing wrong with what you did. But right here,
the music content.
Right here at this time, bro.
Shout out to the best mod in the game.
That's not
wrong.
I got those bullet points for each song. I was
I respect it, bro.
You really, when you said each track was like trash.
That's not true because it's 5 songs out of and I was speaking about music.
What I don't like is
being passionate about.
But can we talk about how each record that you review is like
new topic?
YT flying out on it. Like, okay, how many times you gonna bring up
new topic? New topic. Who's the founder? Give me the founders of Def Jam Records.
Why do I need to do that?
Please, because you're a hip hop media.
Why do I? I'm not a hip hop media. You know that. So what are you talking about?
How do I know you're not a hip hop?
I'm not a hip hop media.
You gotta get personal. I wasn't about that. I wasn't
Okay, that's it. One mic.
Shut up, bro.
What does that have to do with your boring synopsis of the album? Since we doing that,
I didn't say that.
I think
to answer the question, who are the founders of Def Jam Records?
Why do I need to answer that question?
Do you know it?
Why do I need to answer that question?
I'll answer your question. Once you answer mine.
Why do I need to answer that question?
Because you're a hip hop media person with mine, but you can't.
So y'all feel y'all go check out this full fair
argument.
What y'all
bush fit. Dijon just having a bush fit because he couldn't goddamn do his full review.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Snoop.
Them niggas like we ain't trying to sit down that goddamn long.
What's up, Mississippi D?
Mississippi D. What it do?
I think what he should have did, because he put his own list out on his Twitter, and before they all sat down, asked him, or yo, did y'all listen to this record?
Yeah,
he came in with his own, opinions about the record. So they like, okay, it would have probably went a little bit better, like oh, you only like the 5 records. Well, I like the 6, or I like the 7, 10 or whatever,
Yeah.
But
He made that boy album sound garbage. You heard?
Yeah. So I don't know. Nobody probably want to go check out his record now. That's crazy. But let's get to this, man. This whole thing, you got with Big Meech. Yeah, Big Meech home. Cuffy said Big Meech set him up with the girl Tammy. Cowin's, who's CS1 or CS2 confidential source. And man, it's no honor. This whole show we've been talking about how people just been not showing no honor, no honorable self. Let's get to it. I want to play this. Everybody got their own ideas of what happened. He got out of prison. Did he tell? Hey, shout out to DC Blacks, man. Y'all go check out their channel. Check out the homie channel. Like his content. You checked out his channel, right? Another?
Yeah, DC Blacks.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie DC Blacks, man.
Yeah.
He from Washington DC for shit show.
That's what's up. Salute. Now you know he been pondering this just like everybody else. Big Meech, no proof of snitching in his docket. Let's get to it.
Production. And then he got this one, but check this out.
Then you got an echo found.
2 points back there for, I believe that's what Meech got. This law allows you to cut those 2 points off. Maybe CO somebody, what's up, home? It allows you to cut one of those points off, right? And that will put Big Meech 30-year sentence down to
okay, you cleared it up.
Months or something like that. They put it under 30 years. He already had one time
Yeah.
reduction.
Okay.
And then he got this one, but check this out. They said something else in the Fed. I'm telling you what I just looked him up on Pacer, bro. So, as of February 1st, 2024, eligible defendants awaiting sentencing and even those already serving sentences will get the benefit of a new amendment to the sentencing guidelines that will significantly reduce time spent in prison. On April 5, 2023, the U.S. Sentencing Commission voted to make 2 important amendments to the sentencing guidelines, namely Amendment 821, Part A and Part B. That's how Big Meech got out. The focus of this article is on Part B, which is the new Chapter 4 guideline under Section 4C 1.1, also known as the adjustment for 0-point offenders, 0-point offender adjustments. That allows for a 2-level decrease in the offense level for defendants who have 0 criminal history points. Sentencing in federal courts is an evolved process governed by federal sentencing guidelines that is often confusing to those not well versed in the nuances. Originally, the federal sentencing guidelines were mandatory until the Supreme Court's 2005 decision in United States versus Booker found that the guidelines violated the Sixth Amendment right to a trial by jury. A lot of dudes came home on this jump right here, right? In the aftermath of Booker, the guidelines became discretionary. And while federal judges are still required to calculate a defendant's sentencing guidelines before imposing sentences, judges are not bound to follow them. So that means that once upon a time when they had to give you 20, 30 years, now they can give you what they feel as though is correct within that statute. They don't have to go up there. So like back in the day when people's grandmothers got caught with crack and they had to give them 20 years and they didn't feel as though they deserved that. Now they can give them some other type of sentence that's within their discretion. So it kind of put the power back in the judge's hands. But in the aftermath of Booker, the guidelines became discretionary. And while federal judges are still required to calculate a defendant's sentencing guidelines before imposing sentences, judges are not bound to follow them. Rather, they must now treat the guidelines as just one of the many sentencing factors to be considered when sentencing. The federal sentencing guidelines determine sentences based on primarily 2 factors. 1, the conduct associated with the offense conduct which produces the offense level. And number 2, the defendant's criminal history. They provide 43 base levels of offense seriousness. Each time a crime is assigned a base offense level, which is the starting point for determining the seriousness of a particular offense. Most serious crimes have higher base offense levels. Then, specific offenses characteristics are added to the base offense level, which vary from offense to offense. but can increase or decrease the base offense level. So that's going to increase or decrease how much time you spend in prison. Ultimately, the sentence of an offender receives is based on these levels. Next, adjustments are added or subtracted. Adjustments are factors that can apply to any offense, such as the age of the victim, the offender's role in the offense, or whether the offender was a minimal participant or a leader in the offense. The guidelines also assign each offender to one of 6 criminal history categories based upon the extent of an offender's past misconduct. And the final offense level is determined by taking the base offense level and then adding or subtracting from any specific offense, characteristics and adjustments that apply. The point at which the final offense level in the criminal history of the offenders intersect on the Sentencing Commission's sentencing table determines the defendant's sentencing guideline range, or more importantly, the number of months in federal prison. For regular people, that means the years you're going to spend in federal prison. Amendment 21, that's what gave Big Meech this last time cut that sent him out the door. Amendment 21 is important because it provides for a decrease in offense levels for certain defendants without any criminal history points, or 0-point offenders. On April 5th, 2023, the Sentencing Commission announced that it had voted to promulgate amendments to the federal sentencing guidelines. Those amendments, which basically mean changes, those amendments more commonly referred to as Amendment 21, more commonly referred to as Amendment 821, or the 2023 Criminal History Amendment, were submitted to Congress on May 1st, 2023. Among other things, Amendment 821 revised guidelines provided to courts regarding people facing their first federal conviction. According to a study conducted by the Sentencing Commission, 0-point offenders have far less of a chance of recidivism than those with pre-existing criminal history points. Specifically, the Sentencing Commission sought to reduce recommended guideline ranges for offenders with 0 criminal history points under the guidelines, 0-point offenders. To do so, subpart 1 of Part B of the amendment created a new chapter 4, guidelines at section 4C1.1, amendment for certain 0-point offenders. Remember, 0-point offenders are dudes that ain't had no criminal history when they caught they beat. That provides a decrease of 2 levels. 2 levels is a lot of the Fed. 2 levels from the offense level for offenders who did not receive any criminal history points and whose offense did not involve specified aggregated factors like a person robbed a person, put him in the trunk. That's extra. This is impactful as many federal defendants have a criminal history category of 1 and will be eligible for this 2-level reduction, which will have significant impact at their sentences, often lowering their sentencing range by many months, if not by years. So instead of me just saying, how did Meech get out? How did Meech get out? Yeah, it looked real funny that he's dealing with a government informant, but Big Meech got out on Amendment 821, and this is legit. There's nothing hot about this. I looked this case up over and over again last night to make sure I ain't saying nothing wrong. Big Meech don't have no 5K1. Big Meech don't have no Rule 35. I'm not.
We was talking about that, Nutter, right? You ain't had no 5K1.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I guess in the court, like any nigga paperwork, if a nigga ain't got no 5K1, because a 5K1 is like I want to say like a statement document. Like it got every statement of every case you ever did. Like if you ever gave a statement, it had all your statements on there. So if a nigga ain't got no 5K1, he legit.
Not interested in saying, "Oh, Big Meech is a rat." I never said he was a rat. I said something that's questionable, and I don't understand why he's dealing with a rat that got one of his buddies popped. But there's a whole lot more going on with Deion Gatlin case. What's up? What it do? But going back to Amendment 21, which is how Big Meech got out. His lawyer Brittany Barnett is a bad lawyer. Shout out to Miss Brittany Barnett. Got Tony Lewis out and a couple other people. So what is significant is that Amendment 821 is retroactive. That means it's dudes that was already in prison, like Big Meech, who's been in prison since 2005, was sitting on a specific sentence. The first step back, signed by Donald Trump, which got a lot of my buddies out, Tony Lewis, Anton White, a few different people.
Facts.
That's how he got the first time reduction. The second one comes from this right here. I mean, I got to say that I've seen it. 2 levels seem small, but it takes so many years off the sentence. I mean, you got dudes from this 2 levels have gotten almost 40-something months off their sentence. So anyway, let me finish reading this one part. It makes it retroactive. That's how Meech and other dudes got it, right? So, meaning it is equally applicable to someone who will be sentenced tomorrow as it is to be an incarcerated offender who was sentenced many years ago. On August 24th, 2023, the Sentencing Commission allowed for delayed retroactive application of Amendment 821 relating to criminal history, which meaning that certain currently incarcerated individuals could be eligible for reduced sentences made effective beginning February 1st, 2024. So that's why I said, hold on, I don't want to say nothing about Big Meech yet. I got to go read this 2024 thing. It was in there. I didn't look it up until last night. All right. So when I looked it up, I said, Big Meech got a time reduction for something that was filed in February, and it scared me. So I didn't want to speak on it yet. I said, hold on, but before I speak on this, let me go read it. So I go read it, and I see that Amendment 821.
Shout out to DC Black.
Here's my question: is
make sure y'all go over there, like, subscribe to the channel.
Run the numbers up. But there's no 5K1 and there's no Rule 35. But let me finish giving you this. Generally, there are two kinds of inmates.
Can't find no 5K1, none of his
one of these
cases.
Those with no prior criminal convictions, and those whose prior convictions fall outside of Section 4A1. If an inmate passes this initial threshold, they must then meet 9 criteria to qualify for the reduction. This goes specifically into whatever Big Meech in the file. As indicated above, pursuant to this law, a court may only decrease the offense level determined under Chapter 2 and 3 by 2 levels, pursuant to Amendment 821. If the defendant did not receive any criminal history points from Chapter 4, Part A, and did not receive an adjustment under 3A1.4, did not use violence or credible threats of violence in connection with the offense, Big Meech didn't have violence. Did not personally cause substantial financial hardship, Big Meech did not possess, receive, purchase, transport, transfer, sell, or otherwise dispose of a firearm or other dangerous weapons. To my knowledge, I don't believe they had that either. Or induce another person to do so in connection with the offense. Did not receive an adjustment under 3A1.1, hate crime motivation or vulnerable victim, or Section 3A1.5, serious human rights offense. Big Meech don't got none of that.
It's just like basically it's violent crime.
A continuing criminal.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go move along. Y'all can go check that out for yourself fully. I'll match this with some shit, man. I want to hear this dude Cuffy. And then, we got the guy, American Dope. They speaking on how Tammy was telling how all that shit connect. Kids, man, y'all gotta stay out the streets. Shit.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna get nobody nowhere.
Shit
show.
Shit. Matter of fact, while I get that good, check this little break. This is some example.
Arrested music and a raid in an exclusive South Florida neighborhood where authorities arrested music executive Naim Jorge Bonilla. Bonilla, allegedly just one member of a wide-ranging drug trafficking ring that prosecutors say became one of the largest suppliers of cocaine into the United States and Canada.
God damn.
James Wedding, a former Canadian Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug lord and now fugitive.
This group and violent. They would use contract killers to assassinate anyone who they saw as an obstacle to their operation.
Wedding and his alleged accomplice Andrew Clark accused of a, quote, avalanche of violent crime, even ordering murders to settle drug debts, including a couple in Canada who prosecutors say was shot in front of their daughter.
All of these victims were intentionally shot execution style, so that their loved ones could see them murdered.
The details shared in the indictment reminiscent of those seen with Mexican cartels, who federal officials say even provided protection for Wedding's operations.
This organization was connected to cartels, specifically the Sinaloa cartel,
right?
Which offered them protection.
And I was ready to say this shit sound like some cartels.
Those operations, prosecutors say, sending drugs from Colombia through Mexico through a main transportation hub in Los Angeles, and from there to the East Coast and to Canada. Authorities have seized more than a ton of cocaine, 3 firearms, and dozens of rounds of ammunition, and at least $3 million in cash and cryptocurrency. Clark, known by many as the Dictator, was arrested by Mexican authorities earlier this month. Attorneys for Clark could not immediately be reached for comment, and Bonilla's lawyer telling NBC News they are not commenting at this time. Meanwhile, Wedding, whose aliases include El Jefe and Public Enemy, still on the run and considered armed and dangerous by the FBI.
Juan Venegas joins us tonight from LA. So, Guad, have authorities made any progress in
tracking this former Olympian down?
Tom, we don't know that. We know that there is a reward, $50,000 for any information that could lead to his arrest. Now, it's interesting.
50 grand.
Man. Stop playing.
Hey, y'all.
They might well get a nigga a whole $100.
3,000.
This shit crazy.
Right.
And niggas murdered for 3,000, so somebody might snitch for 50.
Yep. Fuck all that. Speaking of some talking, and man, let's get to this. Shout out to Lonnie B's show, man. Y'all go run them numbers up. We just gonna play this part right here. Y'all heard it on the other channels. Go check it out. But go over there and go run the numbers up.
I gotta shut up and I gotta apologize. I ain't never had zero. I didn't look at it like this. Look, I didn't never had zero to do like that with being mad. And still, I said I'm defending you. Zero. Now I don't give a who they is. Right? It costs some time. They ain't gonna come bring it to me. Right? Oh, you this, that nigga, this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, that nigga. Everybody like so. So my stance is that, and you know that's the issue. I know what's the issue. You know it's the issue with dude. A serious issue. Are you talking about with you know that's the issue. Yeah, I did. That's why I said, man, I wish niggas would just leave all that. That I was wrong. It wasn't them telling me to say that. That was me coming out my heart, my nigga. That's me coming out my heart. That ain't them niggas sending me to do nothing, saying nothing, nigga. Just me, myself, and I. Talking to you. That's why I told you. Yeah, but then when you niggas get next to you and talk to you, I want to have a real conversation so I can learn. But then when you start saying, yo, whack, these niggas, this nigga could really make them shake like, oh, what up, I mean, out there, you taking it to the context, bro. No, that means what that does. And he is, bro. We talking at the truth. What that mean, let's make it shaky. And everybody got money and focus. You were just like, who? Everything in my blood. I'm telling you, I think this is my thing. Every is they were like, no, we know where he's shaker. He's shaker. I think they made that mistake. But it wasn't the point. You heard that nigga is on the
It's the Halloween season, so the music and the soundtrack is very fitting. Some spooky shit. Shout out to him, Ray. Spooky out there, man. It's crazy.
You should have known that's your relative. He didn't like you. I'm not in there. Why did he tell? If I ask him that, you can't ask me that. I don't know why he didn't tell the all he did. But I think he didn't go quiet until people. We all is, bro. I didn't know that he do like that. None of that. I wouldn't even. He was one to point on and never brought you up in the conversation if I knew all that. I said, he didn't tell you he was working for the nigga you know. I always talk over me, my nigga. I can't never get a word out with you, bro. You don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear me, then we don't got to talk.
What up, bro, and what?
Like, nigga, what are you talking about? I love you, bro, but you don't never let me talk. I don't get all that freaking stuff like niggas can't put it in Atlanta. Stop saying, I ain't never ran into you on power. I ain't never ran into you. I was dead home. All right, bro. Nigga, I called Central. Hold on, bro. Hold on, wait, hold on. Nigga, I had 30 niggas pulling up my niggas. I had 30. Now, whatever you and gang did, I had my... I ain't never go through. I have left in life called you for no protection, bro. You said I called you? You said I called you? Are you saying I called you? Anyway, I was outside all night. Are you saying I called you? Ain't nobody pushing on that on me. Yes or no? Are you saying I called you? He called you in question. You said I called you in the letter? I would never call you. Excuse me. Nigga, I called Special. And my other folks from Chicago, and we got 30 deep on my end. Whatever they did, he did, nigga. I ain't never called you like about no strip. Ever. Wrong with you. You don't do what I do. You soft.
So peeps, it remains.
Oh shit.
Oh, God damn.
You going crazy on Blue like that?
Yeah, man. That's wild. All this shit. Let's get to this. Y'all go check out Our Prophet,
Who
man.
recorded that phone call?
You know Wack probably recorded it.
Wack on some police shit, man.
I don't see why they don't see.
Ain't nigga recording these phone calls and shit, bro. That shit crazy.
Right. It's wild shit right there.
Hey, do what you got to do. But if you then take that money and go throw it up in the air or blow it or pay for a JJ from obese strippers, I ain't got no sympathy for you.
Yeah, and also they allowed the heroin charge to move forward. With any other person, all this would have went out the window where it belongs, in the trash.
And that, just to remind people, that heroin charge is the thing related to Tammy and possibly Meech.
Yeah. That's exactly where it comes from. That's the whole
Fair
thing.
use, show.
That's what the
Fair
law
use.
councils are based on. That's what the affidavits was based on.
Okay, it's August 5th of 2012. DEA Atlanta agents, they've had a long-time operative who we all pretty sure is Tammy Cowin, CS1. She calls and says, right now in St. Louis, this guy Fidel Suarez has a truck in town and has a load of illegal D-rugs, and he's trying to get in touch with Dion Gatling. Gatling or his people aren't answering the phone, so Suarez is calling CS1. As comes out later in an extensive internal investigation conducted
Ronnie
by
says
the Drug Enforcement
CS1 is
Administration against
Tammy.
Special Agent Keith Cromer, group leader Keith Cromer, who CS1 was under. The CS1 was helped him make cases all around the country, but she was being paid out of Atlanta. So in this particular case, August of 2012, she calls. So literally, there's a truck full of stuff. The driver is telling Suarez, I'm here. Where are these people at? And Tammy Cowin, who we think is CS1, is on the phone, not with Big Meech, but with Suarez and Gatling. And then Gatling and Suarez get on the phone. This leads to the wiretaps on Gatling, which then culminate in him being indicted some years later in his guilty plea to 27 years. How is this connected to Big Meech? Well, Tammy Cowin is the woman, if she is indeed CS1, which seems to be 99.9%. She acted as Meech's business agent basically for a long time, eventually got brokered the deal with 50 Cent. Though, just so you know, from a legal standpoint, once you're a public figure, they can make a show about you. Like, the Flannery brothers did not have to really consent to there being a show about them, but it was good for marketing. And, give them a couple bucks, you get Meech's son in it. Great marketing plan. He got them on board. They had minimal say-so. In the first season, Big Meech was kind of having an influence on the show from his prison cell, because they needed him to get everyone to go along with making the documentary that went on in between seasons and also being in the neighborhood and just all sorts of favors and to appease him. But once the thing got rolling, by season 3, it appears to be just all Grand Theft Auto made-up stories. But anyway, so back to what happened with Gatling. Right. So, August, 7 days after.
If you've ever dreamed of owning an apartment complex and you live near one of these cities, then you've got to see the same.
Tammy Cowin calls DEA. They get wiretaps and they're on Gatling and Suarez. Suarez is a guy that owned a trucking company out of LA.
That's the CS1
Fidel
right
Suarez,
there, y'all.
boy, sounds like a fake name to me. I swear to God. Is Suarez even, is that commonly, for all our Hispanics watching, is Suarez a name commonly used in Mexico? I've heard it used in Bolivia and some other South American countries. I don't know. Fidel Suarez. That sounds like a name out of a movie, I swear to God. But anyways, is Fidel Suarez. Like the DEA made up a fake drug dealer to entrap other drug dealers or something. That sure sounds like a fake name. I don't know. So, how is Meech connected to this? Tammy Cowin is his business manager. And in this write-up from the DEA, it says that Big Meech met Fidel Suarez in a county jail during one of his cases in some county jail, because Suarez was charged twice in, I think, 2005 when Meech and him would have been locked up fighting the case, and then again in 2014 they tried to get him twice and they couldn't get him. So this guy is a target of all these investigations. Dion Gatling was pled guilty and got 27 years. Now that I'm saying this out loud, it almost, is Fidel Suarez real, or is he something that the DEA concocted? Because CS1, as you can see from all this blacked out paperwork, did a lot of work. She was making cases all over the country, and she had a sexual relationship with her DEA handler. And she and the DEA wrote up in this report, or in some interviews they gave during this internal DEA investigation, about inappropriate contact between the DEA agent and Miss Cowin, that Big Meech met Fidel Suarez in jail, and that he passed along the contact information. So, first of all, that would mean, well, Meech and Gatling were continuing an ongoing criminal conspiracy, or that Big Meech.
That I feel are most important when talking about this situation. First is, well, this is kind of like, let's say, the forward to the three. Everybody cooperates, 99.9%. I mean, like, people that you can't imagine cooperating are cooperating in some form or the other.
Well,
So
yeah, we've been told that off the record about all kind of people, just because there's no record of it in the system. I don't know why people think, and then now there's this new thing on the, like, crime YouTube streets of, like, well, show your paperwork, as if there's a piece of paper that someone gives you that says, this man is not a snitch.
It's not a cooperator.
It's like... Okay.
And then I want to be clear, because I think this is really getting conflated in a lot of the scuttlebutt and the rumor mill. Whether or not Demetrius cooperated, tried to cooperate, was successful, semi-successful, unsuccessful, I think there are people out there that are of the opinion, and part of this is because Cuffy is kind of creating this narrative that's that Cuffy is in jail and serving 30 years because of something Meech did. And that's not 100% true. It's not even maybe 50% true. Cuffy's serving 2 murder sentences that had nothing to do with Demetrius. There's no allegations that Demetrius helped them solve those 2 murder investigations. And the cooperation, the alleged cooperation from Demetrius, 90% of it was thrown out of court. Which is why
was it even
out early. You hear me?
Niggas on that cheap ass Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what the fuck? That joke tweaking. I thought you paused the joke or something.
Because they supposedly did some successful drug deals, right?
McDonald's and Wi-Fi, man.
Whoa.
And McDonald's Wi-Fi, huh?
And frankly,
this Wi-Fi McDonald's is hell.
Of at least partially a smoking gun. But those are the only.
Are you on your are you on Wi-Fi? Or are you plugged in? You're very jerky.
This nigga talk about the Wi-Fi, of course.
I mean, I hear your audio, but like, are you hard plugged in?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have your
everybody on
line
Walmart
from the cable box to your phone? I mean, to your computer.
Yeah, right now.
That Walmart internet right
Oh,
there.
good. Okay, leave it like that.
They probably in the Walmart bathroom.
So
nigga, somewhere.
yeah, we can get into that. But really, the only 2 pieces of what you might consider a smoking gun is one, recorded prison conversation between Tammy and Demetrius, where Demetrius doesn't appear to be shocked by Tammy telling him that she got outed as a cooperator, and Demetrius seems more worried about just keep my name out of it, as opposed to being like, oh wow, you've been informing this whole time. It seems like he knew about it. And then the other quote unquote smoking gun would be there was testimony at an evidentiary hearing by a disgraced but at one point decorated DEA agent that says that said under oath that he had conversations with Demetrius in prison about cooperating, and Demetrius provided that cooperation, didn't want his name in the paperwork. This Keith Cromer told Demetrius.
So he was a disgrace officer, right? Given his he said he was a disgrace, right? And he said, he wasn't really credible himself.
Yeah. Forming this whole time, it seems like he knew about it. One recorded prison conversation between Tammy and Demetrius, where Demetrius doesn't appear to be shocked by Tammy telling him that she got outed as a cooperator, and Demetrius seems more worried about just keep my name out of it, as opposed to being like, oh wow, you've been informing this whole time. It seems like he knew about it. And then the other,
that's because he probably knew that bitch was informed. That probably was his inside bitch.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, that probably was his inside bitch. She probably was giving him information on shit. You don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, the mafiosos, the mafia do it. You know what I'm saying?
DEA agent that says that said under oath that
Not
he had
saying it's
conversations
right.
with Demetrius in prison about cooperating, and Demetrius provided that cooperation, didn't want his name in the paperwork. This Keith Cromer told Demetrius, your name won't be in the paperwork as long as Cuffy doesn't go to trial, and Cuffy's not going to go to trial because we've got too much evidence on him. So you have two.
And this would have happened somewhat.
Okay, so let's go to the start. Let's start
deep
from the
into
beginning.
a sentence.
Yeah, let me start from the beginning, and then my final takeaway will segue into the whole story. Is again, regardless of his cooperation or not, we have paperwork and court filings that prove that when Demetrius went to prison in 2005, he did not start wholesale drug trafficking, and he was wholesale drug trafficking well into the 2010s, into 2015 and 15.
Didn't he meet a new guy in the Wayne County jail?
Exactly, and this is what plays into
where he
the
was
whole,
being treated like a celebrity by the guards.
Right. So
who was this guy? Because that guy beat the Hispanic guy beat two conspiracy cases in Detroit already.
No, he beat them after that.
Okay, but they were in Detroit.
They were out of Detroit.
Who were they?
So Demetrius is locked up, and he meets a guy named Fidel Suarez. And
sounds like a made up, like a name from a TV show.
Fidel
Suarez is a Mexican cartel connected to the cartels, living in California and the Los Angeles area, owns a trucking company and uses the trucks to transport kilos of cocaine around the country.
So he got caught in a Detroit case.
Yes, and him and Demetrius meet in like 06. And he gets out in 07. And when he gets out in 07, Demetrius starts using him to hook up with people that he knows on the street that are looking to get fed bricks and brokers deals, and takes commission from said deals through Suarez. Suarez then takes another case. Suarez beat two cases one he meets Demetrius when they're both locked up waiting to trial. Demetrius cops. Suarez beats the case and goes outside, but then and does work with Demetrius. But then Suarez takes another case and is back in detention in federal with the feds in Detroit, and is hemmed up between like 2009 and like 11, I think.
Boy, I mean, not many people beat federal conspiracy cases.
Right, which makes you start questioning.
He beats two, so was he cooperate?
That's what I don't want to put it, Mr. Suarez. I'm not, it just makes me wonder. It's very rare, but so around this time, Demetrius is doing whatever he's doing, and he's got Tammy Cowin now as his right hand, his CEO. She has his power of attorney, so she can sign things for him, sign his name. And she is looking to shop his television and film rights. Cuffy Gatling, who was at that point the boss of what was left of the St. Louis BMF crew. The St. Louis crew was the first real BMF group to be busted. They got taken down about a year before the Operation Motor City Mafia case hit. And Cuffy's younger brother, Duran Wani, or Magic.
Known as Magic, who tragically died of an asthma attack. What does it mean to say like St. Louis BMF? I mean, but no, they didn't. The thing about that is though, if the feds are so sure, they would have gladly charged them with it. So.
What they had was a cell phone ping, but obviously it didn't go.
There's some so-called shots, but nobody was shot. So
right. Anyway, Magic goes to prison in early 05, and Cuffy kind of takes control of whatever organization is in St. Louis, and has according to court records, there's roughly a dozen to 24 people working in concert, and at some point,
the time about the amount of people that have BMF tattooed on them. Yeah. Didn't know anybody who knew someone who knew someone who was in BMF.
But there was also a massive, and I guess, I'm indicting myself as someone who reports on BMF, but there was a massive overlooking of court hearings that were taking place in 2018, not that long ago.
There's so much, and then by 2018, everyone was interested in the show, and you know.
Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. But so Cuffy puts down $250,000 and actually finds some level of traction. And this had nothing to do at this point. This had nothing to do with a TV show. This was
because Meech sold the rights several times.
Yeah, but in this case, they're trying to get a movie, not a TV show. They're trying.
Was that the one that Terrence Howard was going to be in?
It might have been, but I know that it was Lionsgate Entertainment and 50 Cent, but before Lionsgate bought Stars. And before
50 Cent worked that thing for a long time. I'll give it to him.
Hey, what's y'all thoughts? Y'all think 50 Cent knew about this?
For sure.
Mm-hmm. He knew about the Tammy CSI and all that shit, huh? Chase the bag, man.
So at some point, the deal falls apart because, and this is according to Cuffy, the deal falls apart because Tammy and Demetrius aren't happy with some of the particulars, and there was a finder's fee in it, and obviously production credit for Cuffy, but the whole thing goes up in smoke.
Do you think there was I wonder what the dynamic, because like I said, I recorded a call with Cuffy on the phone. I didn't want to use part of it because I would.
We both talked to Cuffy in 2018 road, and at this point, she's not.
Just to be fair to our hometown guy, that doesn't mean he necessarily knew himself.
No, it doesn't.
Your mom could want to get you out of prison.
Knows or what he doesn't know is the Elliot Ness to Demetrius's. No shit. By that point, she's been running point for me for 2-3 years.
Oh wow. Okay, Jesus. So she's been an informant for 14 years.
No, she was an informant for 8 years.
No, but that's 14 years ago. I'm saying it's 2023.
Yeah. Oh, nine.
Jeez.
She's opened as an informant in 09. Again,
I was still making rap videos.
Let's not understate the fact of who opened her. People that know the BMF story.
The same guy that oversaw the BMF case.
Yeah, Jack Harvey was the Elliot Ness to Demetrius's Al Capone. I mean, Jack Harvey was the DEA's number one.
Was he the one that was discredited, or he retired?
No. I'm going to tell the story of what happened. Jack Harvey opens her as an informant. And again, this is a big deal because Jack Harvey is the number one DEA agent when it comes to BMF. And we're not positive what Demetrius knows or what he doesn't know. But we do know that when she eventually has to go under oath and take the stand, Tammy Cowin admits under oath that the reason that she agreed to start cooperating with Jack Harvey was to get Demetrius a sentence reduction. She is not.
That's on the record.
That's on the record, according to her own admission under oath. And
that's her admission.
Just
to be fair to our hometown guy, that doesn't mean he necessarily knew himself.
Right. No, it doesn't.
Your mom could want to get you out of prison and go down to Oak Park Police and tell them stuff, and you have no knowledge.
Right.
Okay.
And we should be clear that she was not getting paid in 2009. For the first 2 years of her informant status, when she's being operated by Jack Harvey, she is not a paid informant.
And what is the first time she sets something up?
She sets up a big money laundering case that ensnared a guy. I think his name was Terry White. His last name was White. It was
and these were guys out of Atlanta?
I'm not sure. I can go look through the paperwork.
So this is before she got hooked up with
and I couldn't find any big connections from him. That doesn't mean they don't exist.
So we don't know that they were connected to
right, I don't know.
Meech didn't necessarily put her on them or anything.
Right, we don't know. Yeah.
She could have just wanted her knew whatever they are, or just she wanted them out to make a movie and did this on her own. Maybe.
Okay, so in 2011, Jack Harvey retires, and when you're being operated by a federal agent that retires, you get, just like you would get transferred in a job where you go from one department to another department. Tammy, as a confidential informant, is transferred from Jack Harvey to another agent named Fred Swoop. And at this point, again, we don't know who was telling who to do what, but we know that at this time, in between 2009 and 2012, this is when Demetrius introduces Gatling to Fidel Suarez, using Tammy as the introduction point. So he says to Tammy, go bring Fidel to St. Louis and introduce Fidel to Cuffy. She went there for a weekend. They went out to dinner, all three of them, and they're kind of off and running in a wholesale cocaine conspiracy. At one point in time,
did they do any deals that the feds didn't know about?
I don't know. I know that there is one, and this is the stuff where
I guess how would we know that?
Right. Well, we know that there was one particular, and I'll get to that in a second, one particular bust. But they've been monitoring them for a couple years at that point.
You mean the Gatling operation?
Well, the Gatling Suarez Demetrius nexus.
Okay.
I would guess
this
that
went on for a couple years. So it doesn't quite sound like, Demetrius and Tammy said, "Hey, set him up with Suarez." They were doing stuff. So maybe, this is what informants do. This is why people have a problem with informants. They might be telling the police some stuff, and they might be doing other things that the police don't know about. So it almost sounds like Tammy was trying to was setting up other people and actually doing a criminal conspiracy with Gatling and Flannery and Suarez.
Well, Cuffy insists that Demetrius knew that Tammy was cooperating when she introduced Suarez to him. He says, I wouldn't have messed with Suarez if Demetrius didn't tell me to mess with Suarez and didn't tell me that everything was on the up and up. Again, take that for what it's worth.
Well, right there now, here we have the dilemma. What Cuffy is saying in public is snitching, I guess, right?
No, yeah.
But I guess we got that's where regular people, they're sitting in a prison cell doing 30 years, like all these rules that people think exist.
But here's where it starts to get, it was shady. Now it gets like, the thunderstorm, tornado, typhoon of shade now descends. And that's when Tammy trades up and goes from Fred Swoop as her direct contact in the DEA. So
wait, and did Fidel Suarez beat another case during this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so this sounds like
the Connect is beating all the cases and shit. The niggas is going.
Yeah, that's why. And Suarez catches another case during this time and
yeah. Right. And Tammy begins a romantic relationship with Keith Cromer, who's not a street agent. He is the head of the office. He is the supervisor of the Atlanta DEA.
He was the SAC?
Yeah.
Of what? The Atlanta field office?
Yeah.
So he was the head. He was in charge of the entire Atlanta field office, and he starts
That's
an affair
crazy, right?
with Tammy. And
That's wild,
is on the
yo.
phone.
Boy,
is next to Tammy.
These women are. Tammy, I'd like to know her life story because she sure knows how to slither and snake through life.
So at that point, Fred Swoop is like, they circumvent the actual agent that should be operating her, and she's being operated by the supervisor who has no response. The protocol is completely been thwarted and undermined at this point, and they put her on a payroll, which is against protocol. She gets on a monthly stipend where she, over the next, I think over 2.5 years, she collects $250,000.
Paid to snitch.
Damn, you can't get that type of pay. That's more than the DEA agents probably make.
Yeah. And she, the way it was in court, the way it was explained, that you get paid, if you're a cooperator or a confidential source, you get paid per information. So
sometimes they get a cut of cash
or a cut of the bus. Right. But so let's say in April 2023, at the end of the month, you've given 3 pieces of cooperation. Those 3 pieces of cooperation has led to X amount of bus. We're giving
$1 million. You get $100,000.
Whatever we're going to give you. We're going to give you something for each 3 of the bus and a. But if in April you as a confidential source don't produce any busts, you're not getting paid at the end of the month. So Tammy was taking a paycheck.
It sure seems like that shouldn't be. You're literally.
It sounds like laundering money to me.
Yeah, and not to mention, so a law enforcement agent can't entrap somebody, but they can basically get a confidential informant by giving them financial incentives. Seems like to circumvent the anti-entrapment thing. So feds can't come on, knock on Scott Bernstein's door and say, "Hey, do a drug deal." But Al Prophet, the confidential informant, can pressure you into it, so I can get my monthly fee and my bonus.
But she was getting paid for months that she wasn't doing any work. So she would
Getting
collect
her
us
blew up by the main guy.
This ain't internet gossip. Scott has a law degree. Scott looks through the papers. This is all from her official, legally binding documents.
These are all in like I said, and this didn't
anybody
appear.
can
You
go
could
on
have seen this
Pacer.
a long time
Anybody
ago.
can go on Pacer and pay and look this stuff
And read
up.
this. Yeah. And so she's getting paid by the DEA on a monthly. She's sleeping with Keith Cromer, who's running the DEA office. And it's admitted by both of them that all of her conversations with Demetrius over those couple years, now I shouldn't say all of them, a majority of those conversations that Tammy is having with Demetrius, and they were communicating multiple times a day, Keith Cromer's right next to her.
God damn.
Oh,
We're gonna stop it right there. That's crazy, man. Y'all go check out the rest of that. That's Al Prophet, man. American Dope. That's Sunday Bread, man. It's crazy, man. I don't want to go too long on the show. We already an hour and a half. Hey, what's your thoughts on that, bro? No honor in this game. What's your thoughts on that before we get out of here, bro? Do you think it's gonna stop his show? Do you think it's gonna stop the opportunities for him to
Hell nah, bro.
expand?
That's Big Meech. Everybody been waiting on this.
Nothing ain't stopping that.
Hell no. Everybody been waiting on Meech to come home, my nigga. Shit show.
That's a fact. Yeah, man. So, y'all kids, y'all better stay out the streets, man. You see what it is. That shit crazy, cause she was getting her back blew out and set niggas up and getting paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And get the nigga life rights and all that other type of shit she was doing.
Facts.
That's a cold ass piece of work. That's a cold one right there.
Hey, y'all, make sure them notification bells on. We're going over tomorrow with the girls going wild in the pool, so have them bells on.
Oh, yeah. And yo, for you activists out there thinking y'all gonna get your shit, get that money ring. We talking about the feds. Check this out. Showed y'all the other story earlier about the superstar dude running all that dope and murders. Well, we got an activist linked to some deadly fentanyl ring in Seattle. It was 2 weeks ago. This is crazy.
Madalita Marty Jackson.
Now, Jackson was an activist, and on the surface, she was focused on keeping kids safe, keeping them away from guns and violence. But as AJ Janavel reports, investigators are now linking her to an organized nationwide drug ring run here locally.
Officials say the leaders of this drug operation ring, two brothers, their mom, Marty Jackson, helped them hide their dirty drug money through her own accounts while she had access to millions of taxpayer dollars through her activist work. A face for change in front of cameras.
We can come here to criminalize people hanging out.
Marty Jackson held the role of executive director for the Boys and Girls Club SE Network, a group fighting against gangs and community violence in Seattle public schools, parks, and working alongside police. Jackson demanded change after violence in South Seattle.
I think it's a testament of the resilience that we all have.
City numbers I obtained show her organization had access to millions of taxpayer dollars for its cause. Just in August, the mayor's office used Jackson's voice to promote its millions in safety investments. But now, federal officials are revealing a dark side to the local changemaker.
It involved many members of their family.
Calling Jackson a money launderer for her family's deadly fentanyl operation, quote, through structured deposits and using her account as a pass-through for money changing hands between her sons and members of the crime ring. A crime ring where federal agents say Jackson's home was used to store guns and drugs. An operation accused of specifically targeting Native communities for drug sales. This home was used to store guns.
Damn, y'all, look at all that shit, boy. That's crazy. All that fentanyl, bro.
And drugs. An operation accused of specifically targeting Native communities for drug sales.
The significance of this case is a family drug trafficking organization expanded beyond Washington state.
In the public fallout, local organizations are seemingly cutting ties fast. Jackson's image and info is wiped from the Boys and Girls Club's website, only visible here through the Wayback Machine. The mayor's office tells me They met with the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County immediately because of the arrest. But city officials would not tell me what came out of the meeting and deferred me back to the Boys and Girls Clubs of King County, who never responded.
Seattle Public Schools provided a response that reads, in part, as soon as SPS learned of this issue, district representatives reached out to the city of Seattle to gather information and determine the next steps with the Boys and Girls Club as a service provider. We have paused any plans for a memorandum of understanding with the SE Network safety net until more clarity regarding future operations is known.
Damn shame. Goddamn shame. Can't even trust nobody trying to do the right thing. She fucking up the Boys and Girls Club. God. Slanging that fentanyl. That's wild. Hey, man, you gotta be in your kid's life. You gotta watch who you hang with, watch who the people you fuck with. We're gonna get up out of here, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Check out Big Nutter Show. Push you down.
Peace out.
Fair and West, we out this bitch. Gone.
This time, here we go. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Call it Fidel, that's my mafia twin, Jordan Downs. Raise a finger, that's on gorillas, bitches going down. You politicking on Insta, and I'm out rolling rounds. Smoke his brother, smoking his brother, now we in the clouds. Played our freestyle in the courtroom, Brody lost his trial. Doing dope all around the kid, so she lost her child. See, this mafia way of living, it's just our lifestyle. It ain't no waiting, I'm impatient, let's get busy right now, okay? Diamonds dancing, it's off a lick, I like to rob people. Keep it on me, unfortunately, I done shot people. Not legal, nigga, I'm a spinner, we are not equal, non-lethal. John Cena the poor, I could not see. Long live to leave it. Hood boy was quick to squeeze the trigger. If your son ever hungry, doggy, I kill for that nigga. I die for the street that I post on with my killers. That is not my baby. Lately I've been focused on Skrilla. I can't tell you what. Just know the code word is DJing. That's a highlight play, buddy. We gon' replay it. Well known gorillas from my city, they know we famous. You ain't talking no money, get in line and keep waiting, keep hating. I promise it's coming, little Larry, be patient. I had to cut this bitch off. She got feelings attached. I burn this motherfucker down to the ground till the building collapse. Don't listen to your music, that shit weak and I'm blowing this cap. 556 fly out ARP, ain't no hope news back. You speaking on my dead, it's okay. You for sure getting smacked. Don't need a microphone, but you know it's for solely a rap. Big eye busters, the enemies is for so anyway. Don't believe none of your story, that shit make believe. 2 to 3, you ain't ducking nothing, this could shoot through trees. Cold word, mental cycle, I came to make a pussy bleed. And ain't a bitch on this earth I'm gonna ever meet. I told how they ever run up on me, shit, I ain't having it. You sure not a killer, we heard you did that shit on accident. I told these niggas I'm from Gorilla Gang Mafia. Yo, BM keep watching me, tell her put down them binoculars. I beef with the whole city, what the fuck I being popular. Not affiliated with none of my people, so we robbing. I get busy with two, they start calling me the problem solver. I'm a real life sparker, don't worry twin, that's on my card. Hey, why you dissing me on the net? We from the same city. Always leave a house with it on me, yes it came with. You ain't trying to catch a body, you should not come playing games. I'm a rock star with a drum, so you know I got it on stage. Outside thugging on this block, cause I have no home. Kill a nigga playing with my bro if he right or wrong. Dead in his face, and that's his fuck nigga, what's happening? Like a donkey in his club, it's okay, we get the dragging niggas out. If they get tricky, shit, I'm passing, it's time to pass on the house. If you can lie dead in my face, I can smack you dead, no mouse. You off this pistol, I don't believe you gon' shoot it. I ain't breaking nothing down, if you want it, dog, we into it. Been a couple times they have me, fortunately they flew it. Trying to keep my mind inside of my head, cause usually I lose. I think you really gon' touch me, you must be motherfucking stupid. Chop a bigger dispute, you get a bone. Call it Fidel, that's my mafia twin, Jordan Downs. Raise a finger, that's on gorillas, bitches going down. You politicking on Insta, and I'm out loading rounds. Smoke his brother, smoking his brother, now we in the clouds. Played our freestyle in the courtroom, Brody lost his trial. Doing dope all around the kid, so she lost her child. See, this mafia way of living, it's just our lifestyle. It ain't no waiting, I'm impatient, let's get busy right now, okay? Dang, my